Apologies for the technical difficulties, trying to work out some camera issues as Miami brings the puck back in with 17:22 to go. And the puck quickly gloved down by Givens. Taking the face off here, John Fratto. Fratto won it to his right side, taking it now. Drew Douglas. Centering feed attempt there, trying to find Fratto once again, goes wide. Holding it there at the back is Simeoni. Simeoni tries to throw it in. Rebound attempt there for the opposite defenseman. Fratto trying to put it home, but that's stopped by Givens. Cincinnati tries to take it up the other way. That's stripped off of their stick by Douglas. Miami looking to reload in their defensive zone. A turnover there. Quick shot attempt there by Cincinnati, blocked by Simeoni. Centering feed attempt there. Taking that one-timer attempt was Alex Perez, but he whiffed on it. Now up the other way is Douglas. Douglas up the left side into the attacking zone. Gets all the way down to Givens, who turns it aside. Battle for the puck there in the boards. And the Bearcats will come out with it. Taking up the other way is Ancona. Off the paddle of Karan. Bearcats manage to hold on to it. Miami fighting for it. Bearcats keep it in. Simeoni takes a hit, helps clear the puck. And now up the other way, Jude Barry. Barry moving in on net. Sharp angle shot stopped by Givens. Cincinnati cleans up that rebound. Puts it into the boards and then dumping his man down, but taking a penalty in the process is Jude Barry. For the first time tonight, Miami's going to be shorthanded. Brief conversation between Daniel Gerling and Cincinnati's own number 19, Brendan Booth. It will be Gerling, or excuse me, not Gerling, it will be Jude Barry that goes to the box. So, for the first time tonight, Miami will be shorthanded. Miami loading up their penalty kill unit. Eric Miller, Fratto, Drew Lawrence, and Tyler Bell. Cincinnati holds on to possession. At the point with it. Bosak leaves it off for Kempa. Kempa takes down his man. Shot attempt long range by Kempa. Goes over the net. Zielinski recollects it. Back for Kempa. Kempa, a long range shot, bounces off some bodies. Clearing attempt successfully made by Eric Miller. Cincinnati reloads. Throwing it deep below the net. Alex Church. Collected by Zielinski. Zielinski receives it back all the way back at the point. Zielinski drags and fires, stopped by Kron. Puck bounces down below the net. Zielinski below the net was hit unopposed. Throws it back out at the point to Kempa. Kempa with the lead pass. Trying to get it to Church, but it bounced off his skate. Now a battle for the puck below the net. Taken by Miller. Miller clears it all the way down. Penalty time not on the clock. Couldn't tell you approximately how long is left. Cincinnati reloads, still on the power play. Now bringing it up the other way. It's Matthew Bauman. Bauman trying to chase that puck down. Bell gets it out to the boards, but it's taken back by the Bearcats. Holding it in at the line there. Aiden Bepko. Reloading it is Ancona. Ancona throws it back in deep. Chasing that puck down is Bauman. Bauman below the net, back for Ancona. Ancona, a long-range shot on net. That's stopped and held on by Kron. And that'll do it for the Cincinnati power play. Jude Barry released from the penalty box right as the whistle goes. Miami facing a defensive zone face-off, but at even strength this time. Fresh bodies on the ice for the Red Hawks. Taking the face-off, Luke Miller. Miller wins that face-off. Miami had a potential odd man rush, but the Bearcats get to the puck first. Cohen forced to reload. Up ahead for Miller. Miller moving it up. Miller's got some speed. Miller's hauled down. No call on the play. Bearcats will take it up the other way. Advancing into their offensive zone as Miami takes it back. Anderson up middle ice. Miller to his left side. Shot attempt made there by Brooks Gangler. That goes just wide. Miami defense forced to reset the play in the neutral zone. Throwing it in deep is Simiani. Bounces off some Cincy bodies. And they'll throw it all the way down. Interrupted briefly there by McCauley before it's taken back by the Bearcats. Trying to knife his way through the Red Hawks defense. JT Hosak did not manage to get a shot off as it goes all the way back down into Cincinnati zone. Stolen by the Red Hawks. McCormick with it now below the net. Anderson with it now after it bounced up and over some bodies. Clear attempt off the glass, held in there by McCauley. Bearcats have possession now, chased by Hartwell. McCormick closes off an angle, back out to center ice for Simiani, who dumps it back in. McCormick to chase. McCormick gets there first. He's below the net, centering pass attempt for Miller, unsuccessful. McCormick has it back himself. McCormick down for Hartwell, across! And it was in the glove of Givens. But the question remains is, was that glove across the line? A beautiful series of feeds. McCormick got it down to Hartwell. Hartwell across for Miller. And Miller threw it into the net. And what was a beautiful glove saved by Givens. But again, Miami is arguing that glove was across the line, and regardless of the save, if that glove is across the line and the puck is across the line, it's a goal. Some extracurriculars after the play. Looks like they're talking about it, but it looks like we're not going to be seeing a goal. So we'll remain at 2-1 in all likelihood, but now going to the box is one player on each side. We'll have some coincidental minors. JT Hosak going to the box for Cincinnati. And the would-be goal scorer, Eric Miller, going to the box for the Red Hawks. Referees still having a discussion. Most of the players have returned to their benches. Leadership for both teams also convening with the referees. Colin Hartwell jokingly makes a good goal signal, pleading Miami's case. Video review is a luxury not afforded to the ACHA, so this will come down to referee discretion. Ultimately, conclusive evidence is required either way, as they will discuss with head coach Alex Delaney, but it looks like we're going to call this play no goal, as both teams are getting set for a Miami offensive zone draw. Looks like we'll be seeing 2 minutes of 4-on-4 hockey here for the coincidental minors. Moving in to take the draw is Hartwell. Hartwell with McCormick on his left side. McCauley and Simiani back on D. So no goal is the call as the puck goes all the way out into neutral ice. McCauley across for Simiani. Back for McCauley. Tries to get it up ahead for Hartwell. Doesn't quite reach him, but it gets into the offensive zone. McCormick will chase it down once more. McCormick, one of the offensive engines for Miami so far in this game, receives the puck on the left side, trying to move in, gets hounded up by some sticks on the Cincinnati side, and he's still on that puck. Taken up the other way by the Bearcats now, moving up the right side. It's Matthew Bauman. And he draws a penalty. We're going to get an interference call. It looks like it's going to McCauley. So now we will see the rare but not unheard of 4-on-3 power play in favor of Cincinnati. McCauley at 11:38 in the second period gets the interference call. Miami, only 3 bodies on the ice. Cincy, only 4 for the minute 18 remaining on the coincidental minors. That went to Hosack and Eric Miller. Anderson to take the draw. Anderson wins it. Bell tries to get a clearing attempt, but it ends out in neutral ice for Cincy to take. Up at the point now, Winrod. Winrod back for Kempa. Kempa for Church. Trying to throw one on net. Good defensive work there by Lawrence to ensure no secondary attempts. Winrod moving in for Kempa. Kempa firing a shot. Stick save by Cron. Anderson bodying up his man. Lawrence chasing after it as well. Despite being down to only 3 guys, Miami with an aggressive penalty kill. Good pass block by Lawrence. Another block shot, this time by Anderson. Lawrence goes down, preventing Church from setting something up. Sharp angle shot attempt made there by Winrod. Bounces up off the chest of Cron and out of play. 10:46 to go in period number 2. 25 seconds to go in the coincidental minors. And a minute 8 to go in the interference penalty to McCauley. Redhawks holding on for dear life here. 4-on-3. May sound like a mutual disadvantage, but less bodies on the ice opens up more room and gives the power play more opportunities to move that puck and get more creative. Miami hemmed in their zone. Thinking about a shot attempt there with Sawyer-Zielinski, but Miami takes it and clears it. Bringing it back into his own zone, get some breathing room, was Cohen. And then the Redhawks clear it all the way down the ice. Back to 5-on-4 hockey. Another 30 seconds to go on the McCauley penalty. Cincinnati looks to get more opportunities out of this power play. Bearcats bring it across the line. Chasing that puck down into the corner was Bauman. Point shot attempt made there by Betko. That was blocked by Miller. And it makes its way into the glove of Cron. Aiden Cron, junior goaltender from Morovia, New York. Played AAA hockey for the Oakland Junior Grizzlies in the 2019-20 AAA season. Played 5 games for Miami last year, was 3-1. The 2.58 GAA as he makes another glove save. Cron is called upon to get the opening start of the season with the Redhawks, after posting an .849 save percentage last season. A 3-1 campaign. Fitting the bill for the Redhawks size-wise. 6'2" is Aiden Cron. Cron is tied with his fellow Redhawks goaltender and new guy on the block, Luke McClellan, for tallest goaltender on the team. Battle for the puck as we get back to even strength in Miami's corner to the left side of Cron. Grizzlies come out with it, trying to hold the line, and they do. Perez with it. Perez gets it all the way back for Betko, Betko knifing through the defense. Curls back. Back to his blue line. Tries to take a shot. That goes wide. Max Williams fighting for the puck. Max Williams gets the puck. Feeds it back to Betko. Betko back down to Williams. Williams being harassed by Zaharansky. And the Red Hawks take it up the other way. Chipping it out into neutral ice there. Douglas. And now, a brief break attempt there was made by Luke Miller. Tried to get a backhand there on Givens, but it goes over the net. Puck in a standstill behind the net. Not seeing much movement out of the puck, but Cincinnati finally gets it out, and they start to bring it up the other way. Cincinnati with numbers. Long-range shot attempt there, sticked aside by Cron. Disposing of the hit attempt on him is JT Kelly. Kelly fed it up ahead, now bringing it in for the attack, Nate Berlando. Long feed back to the blue line for Daniel Gerling. Gerling brings it in deep, all the way out. And unable to hold the line with Simeoni. Bounced off the skate of JT Kelly onto the stick of Simeoni, but it was just narrowly offside. So 7:49 to go here in period number 2. Hawks will hold on to their 2-1 lead. Battle for the puck for freshman Nate Berlando. Canonsburg, PA, wins that face-off. Miami briefly had it in the offensive zone before being cleared out and having to reset for delayed offside. Bearcats have possession in their own zone. Held in. Out in front for Berlando. Bounces off a body. Great shot attempt there in the high slot by Berlando. But a good block there by Bearcats defenseman Ryan Lanier. Berlando with it again. Plays blown dead. Did the puck go out of play? Looks like the puck. Or no. Do we have a man down? We do. Bearcats player is hurt. Currently unsure of who it is. So we've got a trainer heading out there. It's number 13 for the Bearcats, JT Hosak. Drew Lawrence assisting the on-site trainer. Down, I didn't quite see what happened. Presumably a hit. Doesn't look like there were any penalties on the play, but referees conversing. Bearcats goaltender Logan Givens. Hosak assisted to his feet and being helped to the bench as the crowd gives their applause. Excuse me, that's not Hosak, that is rather Jack Lamline, number 17. My apologies to those at home for that error, but it was Jack Lamline who's down and hurt. Looks like Lamline will be remaining on the bench. And it looks like the trainer will be staying on the bench as well. And we will get started back here on the ice. Miami's top line out there, losing the draw, but Bell quick there to try and get that puck back. Cincinnati taking it up the other way instead, though. Quick shot attempt there from long range, made by Church. That was stopped by Cron. Hartwell takes the puck up from Miller, and we appear to have a penalty on the play. Looks like it'll go against the Red Hawks. High sticking being called. Excuse me, no, that is also on the Bearcats. That one will be going to Alex Church. And Miami will get yet another power play. And to the surprise of little, we will see their first unit go out. McCormick on the point as usual. False start made there. Hartwell centering up. Gangler on the right wing. Eric Miller on the left wing. And Bell on defense. McCormick with it at the point. McCormick loops it in. Taken by Miller. Miller in the corner. Back for Gangler. Puts it back down, picked up by Hartwell. Hartwell going around the top of the circles. Back down for Gangler. Gangler looking to bring it in. Fumbles the puck and recollects it. Gangler back down for Hartwell. Cycling the puck are the Red Hawks. Hartwell back down for Gangler. Gangler attempting a sharp angle shot. Sticked up there by Connor Burke. And back out into neutral ice goes the puck. Miami forced to reload. McCormick with it now. McCormick loses it. And Connor Burke breaks his stick. As it gets up to Gangler. Gangler, a sharp angle shot that goes just wide of the net. Hartwell on the right side boards. Back for McCormick. McCormick out for Bell. Bell fakes a slap shot. Down for Gangler. Gangler, a sharp angle shot. That's stopped by Givens. The rebound. Swallowed up by the glove of Givens. That will kill off the first half of the power play for Miami. Some good opportunities, some good looks for the Red Hawks, but Bearcats defense as well as goaltender Logan Givens hold strong. 6:04 to go here in period number 2. Now the next unit for the Red Hawks goes on. Centerman Nate Berlando, flanked by Gus Anderson and Luke Miller. And back on the point, Orlowski and Cohen. Puck is cleared down off the faceoff by Cincinnati. Cron coming out of his net to settle that. Taken by Cohen. Cohen thinks about what move he wants to make as he puts it up ahead. Berlando up the middle now. Back for Luke Miller. Miller back down for Berlando. Berlando tries to cross-crease feed. Unable to receive it there was Orlowski. Bearcats cleared out and neutralized. Cohen couldn't stop it at the line. Luke Miller. Luke Miller unable to feed it across, and it's cleared once again by the Bearcats. Cron sweeps up in front of his net, drops it off for Orlowski. Cohen. Cohen a long-range feed up for Anderson. Fumbled by some Cincinnati sticks, and it gets below their net, and they'll clear it once more. That'll do it for the Miami power play as it's collected by Simiani. Turned over in the defensive zone, losing sight of the puck there briefly was Berlando as it got between his skates. And now it's taken by the Bearcats. Battle for the puck in the Miami zone. Shoveling it at the net there was Will Grozen of Strongsville, Ohio. But that never went on net. Taking it back in, Jacob Kempa. Sticked aside by Cron. Bearcats with possession. Centering feed. Almost getting a shot off was the just penalized Alex Church, but he whiffed on the shot attempt. Would have been a great opportunity for the Bearcats. Church with it now. Looking to amend his mistake. Turning and fakes the pass. Leaves one off there for a sharp angle shot by Nathan Sunderhouse. The captain rings it off the helmet of Cron. Briefly cleared into neutral ice before dumped back in by Cincinnati. Now Simiani with it. Simiani backhands it back the other way. Cohen with it. Cohen with the lead pass. Almost getting it was Fratto. Just bounced over his stick. Simiani with the backhand again to Fratto. Fratto can't get a handle on it. And taken back up the other way by the Bearcats. Zielinski. Zielinski dropped it off for Hosak. Hosak with it once again. Hosak knocked off the puck there. by Douglas. Now bringing it in across the line, McCauley. McCauley at the face-off dot. McCauley feeds Douglas back at the blue line. Douglas bodied up, trying to hold the puck, and it's stripped away instead by a falling Zielinski, who reverses, brings the puck back into his defensive zone to reset the play. Cross-ice feed to Ancona before being stripped away by the Red Hawks, and Hartwell dumping it in. Fratto gives chase. Miscommunication as the Red Hawks top line brings it back into the offensive zone, but they follow it up with a miscommunication of their own, and it goes back into neutral ice. McCormick drops it off for McCauley. McCauley attempted what looked like to be a dump, but it either bounced off a stick or went awkwardly off the blade, and it went out of play. Some frustration there by Hartwell, smacking the puck after the whistle. As Miami loads back up with their top line. Or excuse me, that was offsides, it looks like. Bearcats win the draw once more. Bouncing off a skate for Lawrence. Lawrence manages to put it back into neutral ice. Puck's up for grabs, taken by Cincy. Now bringing it up the other way, Nathan Sunderhouse. Sunderhouse hit up along the boards by Bell. Bell will pin his man to the wall, and a battle for the puck at the goal line ensues. Hartwell initially gets it out, but it goes right back into the hairball. Bell backhands it back down below his net. That's taken away by alternate Max Williams. And then taken back in front of the net by Bell. Up the other way now come the Red Hawks. Minute 50 to go here in period number 2. McCormick up the right side. McCormick with some fancy moves. McCormick puts it on net. Can't collect it as Eric Miller. And it looks like the Red Hawks will be taking a tripping penalty. Not sure to who. But as Bell collects the puck, we will find out. And it will be Eric Miller. Eric Miller, a sophomore centerman out of Hilliard, Ohio. Had 39 points last year with Miami and 8 points in their 5 playoff games. So a key piece of Miami's team going down for tripping. Another power play opportunity here for Cincinnati. As Miami gets their defending unit on. Puck gets into the glove of Cron, and he'll hold on. Eric Miller, usually a part of the penalty kill for Miami, but him being in the box means they can't call upon him. So instead, they're going with the defensive unit of Douglas and Fratto. And then on defense, Cohen and Lawrence. Bearcats control it on the power play. Zielinski back at the point. Firing a point shot was Jacob Kempa. That goes high over the net. Another shot off the mask. Looks like it bounced off a couple bodies in front, but it bounced off the mask of Cron and out of the way. Another shot sailing over the net. Holding it at the blue line before moving in is Winrod. Winrod up the left side. Now behind the net, looking over his options. Reverse passes to Zielinski. Zielinski back for Kempa. Sharp angle shot attempt made there by Alex Church, but it bounced off a Miami skate. Gets across for Kempa. Kempa at the blue line, dragging and firing. Bounced off the skate of Lawrence. Fumbled but held in at the line there by Winrod. Winrod across for Zielinski. Zielinski loses possession to Douglas, but holds it in at the line. And now it's taken up the other way by Douglas. Douglas has a little bit of room here before being converged on by the Cincinnati defense. And that will about do it for period number 2, as Douglas will hold it along the wall and kill out the remainder of time. So Miami, with 25 seconds left on the penalty clock, will take a 2-1 lead into period number 3. We will be back shortly after intermission.